Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a first impressions on a new foundation. This foundation is brand new, and when I first heard about it on Instagram and I saw on people's Snapchat that it was hitting the stores, me and my girlfriend were both like, we have to find this foundation. Like, I was so excited to try it out. And Casey Holmes just barely talked about this foundation and said that she found it at Walgreens. So I went on a mission in the middle of a snowstorm and I found this foundation, and I actually crashed into a median on my way there. I was like going to Walgreens and I'm like trying to turn, and the snow was like covering the ground. It was so icy and slippery. So I started slamming on my brakes and turning my wheels, but nothing was happening. Like, my car was not responding to me. It was sliding out of control and I crashed into a median. Luckily no one was hurt. I'm not hurt and my car's not hurt. So that was definitely a very lucky situation. But basically I put my life in danger to get my hands on this foundation. Now, Wet n Wild is a brand that's been in drugstores for a long time, and I remember when I was a kid that, like, when I was like 12, 13, Wet n Wild was a brand that I shopped from because it was so cost effective, and being younger, my mom either didn't want to splurge on me or I didn't have the money to spend on myself, so I always purchased from Wet n Wild. And as I got older, I kind of thought like Wet n Wild was this like cheaper, like little kid brand, but the more involved I become in the beauty industry, the more that I've fallen in love with products from Wet n Wild, which is amazing because their brand is definitely the most cost-effective brand, or one of the most cost-effective brands that you can find at the drugstore. But so many of their products I've fallen in love with, and this is one that I've seen a lot of good reviews about, and I love the packaging and I'm really excited to try it out. So when I picked up this guy, I also picked up one of their new liquid lipsticks, which is absolutely beautiful. I can't wait to try this out. And this liquid lipstick is in the shade Rebel Rose, and it's just like a standard liquid lipstick that dries to a matte finish. So I'm gonna be trying this out as well. When I saw the display at Walgreens, they only had like 6 or 7 different shades available of this foundation. Like, there really weren't very many, and I was like, oh crap, like that is not a good shade range at all. But I actually got on their website, and looking at their color selection, they have 20 different shades of this foundation, which is a ton. 20 shades from a drugstore foundation is definitely a good variety. Like, you can see that they're really boasting about all the color ranges, and they even have swatches on their website. So that's amazing. If you guys are looking to find your shade, they have a lot of shades. You just may want to purchase this product online instead of in store, because they definitely did not have this many shade colors in the store. But I got the color called Golden Beige, which is like about halfway on the scale. It's like 12 colors inward, so it is considered like a warm medium color. Now, obviously my face is a lot lighter than my body. I do self-tan my body, and my self-tanner just doesn't stick to my face, so I stick with my body tanner, and that's the color that I match to. I feel like this foundation looks really dark in the bottle, but I think that once I get it on the skin, it's gonna work. So we're gonna try it out. And then the liquid lipstick, they actually had 14 different shades. My store was sold out of most of them, so I wasn't able to get any of the shades that I really wanted to try, but I'm gonna give this one a go, and if I love it, then I can order the other colors that I want online. All right, so now that we're all up close and personal, you guys can see all my blemishes and all. I'm gonna be using the LA Girl Pro Prime Primer on my forehead. I do get a lot of expression lines in my forehead, and also I wanna fill in any enlarged pores on my T-zone. I always like to use a smoothing primer, and I'm not going to not use a smoothing primer for this first impressions because I always use it for every other foundation. So I feel like that would not be fair. And I just like the way that my foundation goes on better with the primer. So that's what I'm going to be prepping my skin with. So this is what the bottle looks like. It has a spatula applicator on the inside. I'm glad that it has some sort of applicator to make it a little easier to get product out. I think the spatula is kind of weird. I would have preferred a pump or something like that, but it is actually a really nice bottle. I like that it's this little tiny square glass bottle, and you do get a full ounce of foundation in here. It kind of smells like paint and rising dough. So the combination of raw dough and paint. So that's great. I am going to, my first thought is to like go ahead and just like swipe this on my face, but I'm not gonna do that because I'm a good little makeup artist and I don't want to contaminate my bottle. Even though I'm never gonna use this bottle on anybody else, it's still kind of gross. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put it on the back of my hand here. Oh, I think it's gonna be a good color. Yes, I'm excited. I'm gonna start off with my Beauty Blender because I like my Beauty Blender. Oh, it's a little dark. That's okay, we'll make it work. Definitely think this foundation built up really well. I was able to layer on another little bit of coverage where I needed some more love, and it did build up. I did get more coverage over those blemishes that I was pointing out and those freckles, and it still looks really smooth. It doesn't look heavy, it doesn't look cakey. I feel like I still have a good medium buildable coverage, but it doesn't look like I have a lot of makeup on my skin. When I look up close, I can definitely still see bits of acne poking through my skin. I see little blemishes, little zits and things like that that I don't like, but from a distance, it definitely doesn't look like there's a lot of acne going on here, which there kind of is. So I could go in with a little bit of concealer and cover that up if I wanted to, but as far as what the coverage of the foundation is on its own, I'm really impressed. It's like a good medium without being cakey or heavy or looking like I have a full coverage foundation on. I don't think it looks like a full coverage foundation. It so far is reminding me a lot of the Studio Skin from Smashbox, other than it doesn't dry as quickly. The Studio Skin dries really quickly and it's super long wearing, but the overall finish of it and the overall like application of it, I do feel like is pretty similar. I really like the finish. I think it's a really pretty natural finish. It does reflect light and looks very healthy on the skin. The color might be a little dark, but so far I really like it. So I'm gonna finish off my makeup and see what we think. All right, so I finished up my makeup. I added a little bit more foundation just with my Beauty Blender and like pounced it in my chin because I had more like breakouts that were sticking through. And I'll zoom in a second and show you guys where those are at. But I did have some zits that I was like, okay, let's cover this situation up. But I did also finish off the rest of my makeup. So for the rest of my makeup, I put concealer on underneath my eyes. I did not put concealer anywhere except my under eyes. So everywhere else is all just the foundation. So I put the BareMinerals BareSkin concealer underneath my eyes, and then I set that with my Airspun Loose Naturally Neutral powder, and that's the only place that I put powder as well. Is I only put my translucent powder underneath my eyes, nowhere else. So the rest of my face is just the foundation. And then I went in and I bronzed and contoured my face. So I bronzed my face with my Too Faced Sweet Tea bronzer. And then I contoured with my Bobbi Brown Golden Light bronzer, just like in the lowest hollows of my bones and then my nose. And then I went in and did my blush and highlight with my Nutcracker Sweet Duo from MAC Cosmetics. And this is their Copper Face Compact. So I used the blush on my cheeks, and then I used the highlighter, which is Whisper of Guilt, on the top of my cheekbones. And then I also brightened my under eyes after I kicked off the bake with a little bit of my Lorac Pro yellow powder, which is the yellow highlight from the Lorac Pro kit. So that is all my makeup on my face. That is everything I did that you guys missed. I am super impressed with the foundation. Like, I'm so happy with it at this point. Like, I feel like it looks really, really good. I think it's great coverage. I think it's very comfortable on the skin. I'm really excited about this foundation for sure. So let me put on this lipstick for y'all, and then I will zoom you guys in so you can see everything up close. This is the Wet n Wild Rebel Rose. They came out with a new liquid lipstick formula. This is the MegaLast Liquid Catsuit. These are only $4.99 and they have like 14 different colors. So this is the one that I wanted to try out, and I want you guys to see it. All right, so now that the makeup's finished, you can see where I have all this acne that's covered up here, these little blemishes that are concealed, all that freckling that I was showing y'all up on my cheekbones, you can't see anymore. The blemishes over here are all concealed. A little bit of peek through down here, but nothing crazy considering I don't have any concealer on it, just the foundation. I'm very happy with the way that that looks. And then I have a lot of breakouts up on my temples up here, which are also concealed very well. So I'm very happy with the coverage that I got from this foundation. So overall, first impression thoughts on the new Wet n Wild products. The foundation, I love the finish. I love the coverage. Once it dried down, it's more of a satin or like demi-matte. When I first put it on, I thought it was gonna be like a natural finish, but I wouldn't say it's a natural finish. It's more of a satin, but it looks beautiful. It looks amazing in person. I think it looks really good on camera. What I can tell in my viewfinder, I'm really happy with the way that that looks. I think that the consistency is great because it is like a medium coverage, but it's very buildable. So you can build it up where you need it to, and it built it up beautifully. I have no concealer on my face except underneath my eyes, and I usually don't get this level of coverage without it looking very thick and cakey. To me, this doesn't look thick. It doesn't look cakey. It looks very natural. I'm really happy with the way that this looks. I like the color. I ended up blending some of it down my neck because earlier in the video I was worried that it was going to be too dark. It might be a little dark considering that I am self-tanned right now, but I do really like the color, the coverage, the finish, all of it. I'm super impressed with. I would have preferred a pump. That would have been nice, but the packaging really isn't bad and the price point is absolutely amazing. As far as the wear time goes on this, I've only had it on for about an hour, but I'm really happy with the way that it feels, the way that it looks. I'm more of a normal skin type, normal to dry. Sometimes I get oily in the T-zone, but I do not see that happening with this foundation. It does feel like it's gonna stay in place for sure. It has set down on my face. I did not set my face with any powder at all. I set my under eyes, but that was it, and we are not tacky at all whatsoever. I'm very dried down. So I definitely feel like it's gonna stay in place. And then the liquid lipstick, this is amazing. This is a great liquid lipstick. I feel like I'm wearing a high-end lip right now for sure. Feels very similar to Jeffree Star actually, because it's very comfortable. It's not dry. I don't feel like my lips are like sucked off my face. I actually feel like I have something on my lips, but in a comfortable way. And I love the color, and it's completely kiss proof. It's staying place. So I'm definitely gonna hop online and order more of these liquid lipsticks because finally the drugstore has good liquid lipsticks, people. I'm very excited about that. So this has been a very successful first impressions. I hope y'all enjoyed. I really had fun filming this video, and definitely let me know in the comments down below what your thoughts are on Wet n Wild. I want to know your favorite products. I want to know what you think of this product on my skin. And yeah, thanks so much for watching. I'll leave my social media links down in the description bar below. If you guys want to follow me on Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, anything like that, I would love to see y'all over there. And as always, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. I really appreciate your support, and I'm so glad that you're here to watch me do these kind of videos because I love doing this. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see y'all in a later video. Mwah!